Every highway patrol officer across 7 states knows about the dog. They just don't put it in their reports. It's always the same description. Medium-sized, dark brown fur, sitting perfectly straight on the side of country highways, staring right at the cars coming toward it. The dog doesn't move when cars go past. It doesn't jump at the huge trucks roaring by at 70 miles per hour. It just sits there, patient and still, like it's waiting for one particular thing. What's strange isn't that there's a lost dog by the road. What's strange is that it's always the very same dog. Same sitting position. Same look on its face. Same white patch of fur on its chest that looks like a crescent moon. And people have seen it in Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. All on different highways. All on the very same day. The first time it was written down was in a police report from Custer County, Nebraska, on September 15, 1995. Officer Maria Santos wrote that she saw one dog, no visible injuries, did not react to cars or when she spoke to it. What she didn't write down was how the dog's eyes watched her patrol car in her mirror long after she had passed it. The Henderson family was driving home from a camping trip when they saw it. Interstate 80, mile marker 247, just outside Gothenburg. Their daughter Emma saw it first. "There's a doggy by the road, Daddy." He looked sad. Tom Henderson pulled over without a second thought. The dog sat about 50 feet from the road, completely still. No collar, no leash. His wife Janet stayed in the car with Emma while Tom walked over with a granola bar, making gentle clicking sounds with his tongue. The dog didn't look at him. It didn't turn its head. It didn't even move an ear. Tom got close enough to touch it and saw something that made him feel sick. The dog wasn't blinking. Its eyes were wide open, staring straight ahead, but the black centers were completely still, like he was looking at a picture. He reached out his hand to touch its head, and that's when everything became different. His breath turned to white mist in the air. The dog finally moved, turning its head to look right at him, not at his face, at something behind him. Tom whirled around. The highway was empty. No cars, no noise. Even the wind was gone. When he turned back, the dog had vanished. He ran back to his car, his hands trembling, and found Janet and Emma exactly as he had left them. But his watch said he had been gone for 47 minutes. He had only walked 50 feet. By 1998, the reports began to pile up. A truck driver named Dale Morrison saw it 17 different times in 4 states, always the same dog, always sitting in that exact same way. He began writing in a notebook. The writing became more and more frantic. Day 1. Saw the dog again, mile 340 on I-70. Tried honking my horn. Nothing. Day 15. It's following my route. How can it do that? Morrison's last note was different. Just numbers for a location and one sentence. It's not waiting anymore. It's picking. His family said he was missing 3 days later. His truck was found running on the side of Highway 36 in Kansas. The driver's door open, keys still in it. His notebook was on the passenger seat, but the last 30 pages were ripped out. Animal Control Officer Marcus Webb thought he'd seen it all in his 23 years of work. But the calls about Highway 30 were different. The same person called, the same place, the same problem every few months. There's a dog that's been sitting there for weeks. Webb came with his normal gear. A pole with a loop, dog treats, thick gloves. The dog was right where every caller said it would be, placed like a statue near the trees. Webb moved the loop of the pole toward the animal's neck. The second the loop touched the dog's fur, every metal thing on Webb's belt started to shake. His radio hissed with people talking backwards. His truck's alarm started screaming, even though he hadn't locked it. The dog looked at him then, and Webb saw something that made him let go of the pole. The dog's eyes weren't brown or black or any normal color. They were shiny, like mirrors, showing Webb his own face staring back. But in the reflection, his mouth was moving, saying words he wasn't saying. The first person who vanished crashed and was clearly connected happened in June 2008. Rebecca Martinez, a social worker from Des Moines, called 911 from her phone. There's a dog on Highway 141, just sitting in the grass. It looks hurt. I'm going to check on it. The call went silent for 17 seconds. Then, that's strange. Its eyes are, wait, how long have I been standing here? The call cut off. Martinez's car was found the next morning, engine running, hazard lights flashing. Her purse was on the driver's seat. Her phone showed the 911 call was at 3:47 p.m., but when police came at 6:30 a.m., the engine was still warm. 3 months later, a truck driver named Eddie Voss called his dispatcher about the same dog. His last message was recorded at 11:23 p.m. I'm gonna see if I can help this poor thing. Looks like it's been sitting there forever. Voss's truck was found at sunrise, twisted across the whole road. Written in fog on the windshield, someone had finger-written the words, "Still learning to sit." The dog isn't waiting for help. It's gathering people. We learned this from heat signature video taken by a Department of Transportation drone in 2019. When cars slowed down near the dog, the heat video showed shapes of people coming out of the trees behind it. They walked in a perfect line, all with the same walk, the same stance. When they made the video clearer, you could see their faces. Rebecca Martinez, Eddie Voss, Dale Morrison, others whose names are on missing person reports for 20 years. All walking in a line behind the dog, their eyes locked on the highway. But they weren't just walking anywhere. They were placing themselves at specific points along the roadside, each one sitting down in the exact same way as the first dog, making a network, a line of identical watchers reaching across many states. If you see a dog sitting perfectly still by any highway, do not stop your car. Do not slow down. Do not look into its eyes through your window. Keep driving at your normal speed until you are at least 50 miles past where you saw it. Do not use rest areas or gas stations within that distance. Do not look in your rearview mirror. Since 2020, the number of people who have gone missing on highways where the dog has been seen has gone up by 340%. Traffic cameras in these places often stop working. GPS systems often send drivers on different routes to avoid traffic when there is no traffic. Remember, the dog looks like it's by itself, but it is never alone. The people who stop to help become part of its system. Drive on. Look straight ahead. Don't stop. Some roads are not for stopping on.